studio. She's the creator of Sika Herb and Honey Company. Who in here is a nature lover? Who loves nature? Anyone hug trees? I do. Okay. All right. We love nature. We love animals. Now, Lukuyo, what inspired you to connect the worlds of herbal healing and beauty?
I would love to take credit for connecting them, but they're already connected. They're literally designed that way. We can think back to ancient Egypt. They used honey cleanser, rose water. We still use that today, right? Obviously, technology has advanced, so we can use vitamin C serum, which are citrus or squalene, which is a popular ingredient. A lot of it is plant derived as well. Food and I think we had advanced, but they have already been interconnected. But I think it's important to note that traditionally beauty wasn't only about external, right? It was internal as well. So, for instance, a lot of herbs that were used as teas. Matcha, for instance, which is very popular now, it's great externally for like premature aging, or I also like to say aging gracefully, right? Helps to protect from sun damage, but also it's great for brain function. You think about hibiscus, which is still very popular in Africa and the Caribbean. It is called nature's Botox, right? It helps to boost collagen production, really take it internally. But also, we talk about herbs being designed that way. I'm always fascinated that herbs and plants will also look like the body part that they're good and useful for. So when you think about hibiscus, when you brew hibiscus, it's turned to a very deep red. So it's also good to be used on your menstrual cycle, help regulate hormones and with cramping. Think about ginger, which is a root vegetable, or root herb. It actually, if you look at the root, it actually looks like your stomach, right? It is great for digestion and inflammation. And anyone that has any digestive issues like celiac disease or gluten sensitivities, you know that if there's an imbalance in your digestive system, it also shows up on your face, like rashes and hives, etc. So I like to look at beauty from a holistic perspective, which we talked about before, an internal and external glow. We have, and also, beauty is multifunctional, right? I actually have a digital guide, a urban beauty book that kind of goes more deep into traditional practices, how we use today with clays, natural clays from all over the world, floral essences, herbs that can be used. We have recipes in there for, a clay mask, also a chamomile coconut milk latte, which really enhances glow from the inside out. So again, those things are already connected. It's just about reconnecting back to that.
I love that. Please give it up for Camille. We do have another question for her. I love the stomach and the ginger correlation. I think everyone would nod at that as well. That's amazing. And if you think about it, I wish we had a whole hour to talk about what organs look like what. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Like what pieces of nature we use.
Have even carrots, which look like carrots. You slice a carrot. I think it's not long ways, but the short end, if you look at it, carrots are good for your eyes, but it actually looks like almost an eye, like your iris with the pupil and the pupil, right? When you think about it.
I thought you were going somewhere else. Thank you, SPG. All right, Lukuyo. And she has a book here as well, so please check out Sika. They're doing amazing things over there. How does nature influence the way you formulate your products and guide your wellness philosophy? I know we got into that a little, but if you can tell us a bit more.
I can touch on it. We are very intentional about keeping things as natural as possible. You don't have to go far to find something that's highly processed, right? So we are very intentional. We started with spice infused honeys. I'm based out of Miami. So we partner with local beekeepers, Florida beekeepers and apiaries, so that it's that raw, natural, real honey that pours slow. It doesn't come out fast like the store honey. We also infuse with organic herbs. We don't use flavor oils because again, once you get the benefits of the honey with the herbs, it's not just going to taste good, but it's going to be good for you. We use, glass jars, sustainable, very big in our business. In addition, we have beeswax candles and coconut wax, so we don't use synthetic paraffin wax. So beeswax on this burn, it also helps to purify the air and reduce the negative ions. And it burns longer than traditional candles. I've had a customer who stated that she was having a mold issue in her home. So she started to burn her candles. She was able to burn them over a period of days because they burned so long. And she noticed that the respiratory issue that she was having as a result of the mold started to dissipate. So again, they smell good, but also good for you. So we like to keep, again, with nature, it's multifunctional. We like to keep in line with that. And as far as the wellness philosophy, I think we touched on it, Dr. Natasha and we touched on it, about like holistic wellness, right? So, for instance, for me, I have what I like to call a drama queen skin, right? So my skin is gonna look like this, or it's gonna look like the complete opposite, right? Complete opposite. So I have to be very careful about what I put on my body and in my body. And I think that's what we really need to focus on, like what works for us, not just what's trending, but what works for us. My esthetician is here. She's actually helping me with the brand experience, but she knows, like, she'll try something new, she'll put it on, she'll just wait a couple seconds. It's like, okay, you're good, because that's how quick my skin will react to it, right? Or she'll look at me and say, oh, you've been eating too much sugar, right? So it's important to really pay attention to your body in those ways. It will definitely speak to whether you're eating something that it doesn't agree with or even around someone. I think we all can think right now if someone is like, you talk to them, you're around them, you're like, oh God, I need a nap. Like, completely agreeing, right? That's your body. Yeah, that's your body speaking to you. So I think it's very important for us to really just pay attention to our body. You know, not just do what everyone else is doing, but pay attention because our body speaks us. I talked about reconnecting with nature. But again, with Dr. Natasha saying, just reconnecting with yourself and realigning with yourself. And that's what really guides my wellness philosophy.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yes. It's so beautiful.